less said about this game, the better. I knew that what this game was going to be. Given the Lions struggle in cold weather games and the fact the Lions were coming off a last-second win last week against the Vikings, I knew the Lions were going to come out and play like dog shit this week. And just go right back to the tank because the Lions used their free one-win coupon last week against the Vikings. And now the tank is continuing on. There's no real reason to drive this game. The Lions flat out intentionally tanked this game. Especially Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is officially bought into the whole full tank mode thing with his coaching decisions. So yeah, the whole thing about, Dan Campbell's a dumbass for going for it. No, Dan Campbell's just fully embraced the art of the tank. It's just not many people are accepting of it and don't really see that. I'll be honest here. Anybody that's still getting emotional over these games and Dan Campbell, like primetime being There Goes Moby, they're absolute fucking clowns and complete idiots that cannot see that. They're probably too blind and too busy sniffing each other's farts. So yeah, let's just get that point out of the way. This game, man, this game was a complete disaster. The Lions flat out intentionally lost this game for the tank. And if anyone's wondering, no, this loss did not officially eliminate the Lions from playoff contention. The Atlanta Falcons, because the Lions were eliminated before this game even started, when the Falcons and the Saints won earlier today. And those two won, it officially eliminated the Lions from playoff contention. So yeah, after today's games, the Lions are officially eliminated from playoff contention. Let's just be real about this season. Less said about this season, the better. All I say for Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, they definitely got their work cut out for them for the next few years. But yeah, I mean, everyone's complaining about Dan Campbell being aggressive, honestly. I don't know what the fuck you're all complaining about with him, considering that you whined and bitched about Matt Patricia and Jim Caldwell not being aggressive enough to go for it. Where they always played it safe. You always whined and bitched and complained about those two not being aggressive enough. And then Dan Campbell does the one thing that both of them can't do, and that's be aggressive and go for it. And fans are like, no, that's not what we meant. What are you doing? Wah. It's seriously, you fucking whine and bitch about your coach not being aggressive enough. And when he is, you still fucking whine and bitch and complain. But let me be real, if it was any other big-name coach like Bill Belichick or Mike LaFleur or Matt LaFleur or Andy Reid that did that shit, you'd be getting down on all fours and sucking their dick. Woo. It's fuck's sakes. Just because it's Dan Campbell, you just want another reason to whine and bitch and complain. I don't know what the fuck you're all whining and complaining about. But let's be real, if the Lions make it on fourth down, you'll be singing a different fucking tune and wouldn't be crying so damn much. It's still fucking funny how Lions fans are still getting hyper emotional over this game. When they can't fucking see that the Lions are trying to intentionally lose to get the first overall pick. Anyone that cannot see that is an absolute fucking idiot. If the Lions were actually trying to win, they would be a lot smarter than that, wouldn't they? And I know you're all going to say, but Dan Campbell isn't playing to lose. He said he's playing to win. Of course Dan Campbell's going to say he's playing to win. Dan Campbell's not going to admit that they're going to losing. If Dan Campbell admits they're intentionally losing, then it just makes things even worse. And that would just turn the fan base away even more. You really think the Lions would be that stupid to actually admit they're deliberately tanking? Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, this fan base makes me want to bash my fucking head against the fucking wall every time they fucking say something. Every time they say something, I just want to take this motherfucking book and just bash my motherfucking head with it. Seriously. This fan base is starting to really piss me off. It's getting fucking ridiculous. That's literally what the Lions fan base has done. With their whining and moaning and complaining and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching, and it's gone to a point where it's getting annoying. God damn. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sakes, Lions fans, pick a goddamn lane and stay in it. For fuck's sakes, they bitched about Dan Campbell not being aggressive enough in the Ravens game back in week 3. You whined saying he wasn't aggressive enough to go for it and that he left too much time on the clock. And then when Dan Campbell goes for it, you're like, no, that's not what we meant. Like, Jesus Christ, pick a lane and stay in it. Stop going from lane to 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 lane. Just pick one and stay in it for fuck's sakes. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Feels like I'm arguing with a bunch of fucking 9-year-old kids. Jeez, or 5-year-old kids. God damn it. Like, come on. And they can't, and these fans that are wanting Dan Campbell fired cannot see how fucking talentless this team truly is, and how banged up the team is. Like, hell, for fuck's sakes, at least half the squad was almost out of this game due to the plague and the flu. Like, come on, like, the Lions weren't gonna win this game either way, so fuck it, they didn't even bother to try. Like, the Lions have just flat out embraced the tank. And now they still send the first overall pick. I mean, what do you want fucking Dan Campbell to do? Go out there and actually play himself too? Would that fucking make you all happy for once? Maybe Dan Campbell goes in there? That would make you all fucking happy? Let me be real. I imagine the people that are complaining about Dan Campbell, I'll guarantee you this. If Dan Campbell farted, they would all fucking cry bloody murder over it. I swear to God, that's how this fan base is. Like, hell, for fuck's sakes, this fan base cried bloody murder when Dan Campbell wore an IndyCar helmet during a press conference to promote an IndyCar race in Detroit. Because Dan Campbell was the Grand Marshal for that race. If Dan Campbell wasn't the Grand Marshal for that race, would Dan have actually done it? Here's the correct answer. The answer is no, he wouldn't. He only did it because he was the Grand Marshal and it was announced that day. Like, Jesus Christ, this fan base is so goddamn retarded. It's not even funny. Like, out of every fucking fan base in the NFL, Lions fans are easily the most retarded out of all those fan bases. That's no lie, no cap. But yeah, I guess that's what happens when a good chunk of this fan base worships dumbasses like Moby and Primetime B. It's what happens when you go woke. You go broke. So yeah, kids, let this be a lesson. Don't go woke, or you'll end up like There Goes Moby and Primetime B. And the Primetime B, yeah, I'll keep riding Dan Campbell's nuts, and you can keep riding There Goes Moby's nuts too while you're at it. So yeah. So yeah, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, brother. But yeah, just like, yeah, the Lions just fully embraced the tank. Like, after last week's win, it's just right back to reality this week. Right back to reality. And it don't get much easier, because next week the Lions gotta play the Cardinals. Oh, the Cardinals. And this Cardinals team is actually good. There's a good chance the Cardinals could lock themselves into the playoffs Monday. After Monday night. Depends on how they play against the Rams. Because all the Cardinals got to do to make the playoff, to clinch a playoff spot Monday, is just win. That's it. Win and they're in. Playing against the Rams. I know Stafford and the Rams want to get bad payback for week 4. And try and get some momentum in that wild card race. Of course, for the Broncos, mad respect to the Broncos. Broncos, they needed this win for 2 reasons. One was, to keep pace in that AFC wild card race. Because let's be real, the Broncos aren't winning the AFC West. Like, their shot at the West went out the window when they lost to the Chiefs last week. But they could still make it in on wild card. But yeah, not only that, but the Broncos also play with heavy hearts today. After we learned Thursday night about the sudden passing of former Broncos wide receiver Demaryius Thomas. And I'm wearing the Charlie Sanders 88 jersey to pay tribute to the man. I'll say this for Demaryius Thomas, he may have never played for the Lions, but he was a player I always loved watching whenever I had a chance to watch him. He was always great to watch and really special to watch him play and get out on the field. And that was a really good classy tribute the Broncos did on their first play of the game when they did that delay of game with 10 players on the field. Of course, the one spot open was the spot that Demaryius Thomas played when he was with the Broncos, the ex-receiver spot. And of course, taking that delay of game in the Lions declined it. So yeah, just, really good tribute on him. So yeah, rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. Gone way too soon. If anyone's wondering, I've heard the report said that he had a bad reaction to some medication he was on, and Demaryius Thomas passed away from a seizure at the age of 33. Good God, that's way too young to pass away from. That's way too young to be gone. Yeah, gone way too soon. So yeah, rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. You'll be missed, man. And of course, I'm the Lions fan I have on the screen here holding that sign there. Yeah, this game truly was for Demaryius. Yeah, I know the Broncos know. The Broncos fans will say this win was for the win was for Demaryius. So yeah, I have respect for Lions fans like him. I don't hate. Let me just be clear. I don't hate all Lions fans. There are a few Lions fans I actually respect, and this fan right here has my respect. Because a small part of us today were all Bronco fans. Hell, for fuck's sakes, my younger brother is a Broncos fan too, so I definitely have a soft spot for the Broncos. So yeah, anyway though, that wraps up this game. Next week is Arizona. And who knows? Arizona might be playing for a playoff spot. They might be playing to try and lock up the division. They might be playing for the first seed next week. Or trying to keep that first seed in the NFC. So yeah, going to be an interesting game next week. But a lot of implications for the Cardinals, of course, next Sunday. But anyway, that's all I got to say. I think I've gone on enough on this fan base. I'm out. See ya. And if any Lions fan wants to keep complaining about Dan Campbell, just stop. Just stop. This year, the Lions weren't going to do anything this year anyway. This year was just a throwaway year to begin with. The Lions weren't going to come close to the playoffs this year. This was just a flat-out tank year. Just what were you expecting? I just laugh at how many Lions fans just get too emotional over these games. When it's obvious that the Lions are trying to deliver one of the most deliberate tank jobs in recent memory. I'm sorry, any Lions fan can't see that is blind as a fucking bat. But anyway, I'm out. See you next week.